I did it. 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 I went through all the struggles, the mental battles, the doubts, the debates. Do it, don't do it. I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna succeed. Just try. I finally did it. I went through all the effort and the hassle, sending the portfolio. I'm going to art school.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, going to art school. Yes, this is an art channel. Yes, this is an art channel. Give or take. For the most part, I follow a lot of art channels and they are amazing. They are fantastic, talented, skilled, but a lot of the people that I follow, at least the majority, are already like very established, very, very talented, already graduated from an art school or working in the industry or have worked in the industry for many years. I want to take it from a different perspective. I don't see a lot of this. I'm sure there's probably someone out there doing something very similar. There's so many creators out there on YouTube and I don't know, hopefully I'm not stealing anyone's idea here. I thought it'd be really cool to put the perspective of a student from level 0 or at the very most amateur going through art school, finishing art school and fingers crossed hitting that professional industry level. So I guess that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm gonna try and put out there for the world. I think that'd be very helpful, hopefully to other people, to other students, for people looking to go through a journey, maybe too scared to go to school. It doesn't have to be art necessarily. Maybe you're trying to be an engineer or a doctor. Different for them trying to be, but maybe if you're going through a similar journey, this will help someone out, help you out. And it's kind of cool to see someone start from a level down here in regards to a skill and then progress upwards. So I thought that would be really interesting to see myself, maybe future me, wherever he may be. What am I gonna go to school for? Okay, so what am I going to So what am I going to school for specifically? Well, like many people or many artists in the last few years, I want to be a concept artist. Yes, concept artist. Yeah, the boosh. Anyway, yes, I want to be a concept artist. And I know a lot of people in the past few years, at least in the creative industry, have been wanting to be an have at least a lot of people that I see online, concept art, either in the game industry or in the film industry, has been increasing tremendously in the past few years. I did not even know that this existed over 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I actually didn't do art. I haven't been doing art for very long. So when I saw that this was a choice, that this was a job, that this was a field of design that someone can do, I was like, you know what? I think that's it. I think that's what I want to do. Because I did not know what I wanted to do for the longest time. I was going to college, I was going to NAU in Flagstaff, and I was like, I was a physical therapy major. Then I followed my brother's footsteps and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do graphic design. And then after being in a more creative field, I did some more research and I saw these concept artists and I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I don't want to build like, sorry. Graphic design does do well in society, but it was just not what I drew all the time. Or it's I just always was I was always in the corner drawing like fantasy stuff or fun things or things that I thought was fun, and it wasn't just like shape design and what was it called? What was it called? Text. Anyway, back to the point. I'm probably gonna cut that part out. So yeah, I want to be in the game industry or in the Hollywood film industry, and I want to be a concept artist. I thought that that'd be really interesting. I've always loved imagination and creativity growing up, but I never really put into practice. I always grew up with the mindset of being something else. This is not what I intended when I was a young child. My parents are very Asian, and I grew up with the idea of maybe being a doctor or an engineer, but I did not like that path, obviously. So, what school am I going to? It's called the Academy of Art University in San Francisco, and I have actually been attending that school for 1 semester already online. Tomorrow, I am officially moving to San Francisco to take classes in person and see how the California life is. But I do better in person, and I like the community, the social aspects of being there in person. I feel I did not get the social aspect of being online. Like, I'm sure my grades are fine, turning things are great, and the critiques are okay. Personally, I feel like I'm really good in person and making connections and seeing the opportunities that the actual facility has in store for the students, and I like to take advantage of that, and going physically to the school was a good fit rather than staying online. Okay. The way, I'm sorry, it's my process. Within this channel, I'm looking to share my process, share my learning habits, and most importantly, my mental status, my mental and emotional status throughout this journey, because that's important. You know, I think that's something that a lot of artists and creators have to deal with. Well, people in general have to deal with. That's what got me through a lot of my decision making lately is watching other people go through similar things and how they mentally cope, how they prepare, and you know, all in all, how it just ends up being okay. And this is my shot at hopefully doing something and it ending okay. So the things going through my head right now, before tomorrow, before leaving, before my departure, a lot. Definitely anxiety, stress, fear, a good bit of sadness, leaving my family and friends. So not like leaving, like we're gonna be family and friends forever. But just I am moving far away from them, and that is sad. But there are a lot of good things too. You know, there's joy, eagerness, excitement, and mostly hopefulness. Hopefulness that I will not be lost in what I want to do as a career anymore. Like I found this path that I'm actually super excited for, that I can see myself doing, and that's the most important part. Like that I feel like a lot of people don't see themselves doing a lot of things, and they just do it sometimes because it's maybe stable, or they've been told to, or they just don't know what they want to do. So they're like, why not? Let's do this. I've never been more clear in something I want to do. I've never like looked at like, oh hey, I can do that and smile. Like that's super cool to me. So that is a good thought that I have in my head. I think that I'm really excited and I'm really scared. This is hard. Choosing something different from what you thought you were gonna be as a kid and putting all your eggs in that basket and going 100%, that's scary. Me going from here, Arizona, to an art school in San Francisco in hopes to be a concept artist, that is scary. Tackling this journey that a lot of us have to deal with, a lot of us when we make decisions regarding our futures and our careers, I hope that this can help a lot of people through that mental battle, because it is hard. You know, like I said previously, this channel has kind of a different mindset. I would like to attack my fears and my doubts and my disbeliefs like a warrior, like a fighter. And that's kind of how I battle things is I prep and I train. A lot of the art channels that I follow, the way they look at art, or okay, so a lot of art channels that I follow, at least the majority of them speak about art and like how beautiful it is and how emotional it is and how it conveys certain things. They go to the technicalities of it, which is really helpful. They tell you, you know, how much you have to practice, but they mostly share like their professional technique, and that is awesome. And some people just share cool artistic videos, which is awesome. But the perspective I want to share with the people viewing this channel is that art, you know, it's a hard thing to do. You know, not everyone can do it. It is a skill. It is practiced upon. It might start out as a talent, but the more you practice, it turns into a skill. No one that's instantly pretty good at art, because no one's like that amazing at art initially, like like professional level. Maybe I'm sure there's a prodigy out there. There probably is. I want to show art with a warrior's mindset, where you know, drawing is consistency on top of training. Like strokes are like reps. There's different kinds of reps within sets that you have to do when training to be an artist. You're building a muscle, and with drawing, you're building a muscle. Yeah, but that's kind of the core of this channel, is prepping and fighting your way through art and succeeding and doing well. Anyway, all right, I guess this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. We're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do this. And I'm excited to do this. Don't stop me, because I might actually stop. I'm just kidding. Because I ain't stopping for no one. Here we go. Oh.